All right, let's jump right into a topic that, let's be honest, can be a real headache for so many organizations. Contract lifecycle management. We're talking about the entire journey, from the very first glimmer of an idea all the way to that final sign-off. And as you probably know, it can get messy, fast.
So, does this picture feel a little familiar? Maybe you're trying to wrangle procurement, keep track of who needs to approve what, and make sure you're staying compliant. But it feels like every single step is completely disconnected from the last. You're just stuck in this maze of manual paperwork, never-ending email chains, and you have basically zero transparency into where things actually stand.
And look, if that hits close to home, you are definitely not alone. This is a massive pain point for countless companies. And this kind of fragmented system, it doesn't just slow you down. It actually creates real risks and causes really valuable opportunities to just slip right through the cracks. But what if you could change all that? What if you could turn that maze into a clear, straightforward path?
Well, that brings us to the solution we're going to break down today, the Odyssey Contract Management Solution, or as we'll call it, OCMS. It's designed from the ground up to be that one, single, integrated system that brings some serious order to all that chaos.
So what is OCMS, really? Well, it is not just another place to dump your files. The most important thing to get here is that it's a complete end-to-end platform. That means it's built to handle the entire journey, with tools designed for every single stage of the process, from procurement all the way to the finish line.
So, what's the actual payoff of having a system like this? Well, for one, you can streamline your operations by automating all those tedious manual tasks. You can seriously boost your compliance because you have crystal clear audit trails. And because everyone is working from the same playbook, you get smarter decision-making, way better collaboration, and a system that can actually adapt to how your company works. Okay, so how does it actually pull all of this off? Let's walk the path it creates, and we'll look at the whole contract lifecycle, step by step, all from within the OCMS platform. So the whole journey is broken down into these 7 stages. They're distinct, yeah, but they're also deeply connected. You start by laying a solid, compliant foundation in pre-solicitation, then you move through creating the opportunity, evaluating the responses, and it goes all the way to the final contract closeout. Every single step is managed in one place, and that creates a super clear automated path. For instance, the system can automatically take you from choosing a vendor right to generating a contract, complete with integrated e-signatures. No more manual handoffs.
Now, once that contract is awarded and signed, it moves into the contract management stage. And this is where we find a really cool, almost game-changing feature, an intelligent engine they call IDA, which is short for AI-driven automation. The whole point of IDA is to slash the time it takes for legal review.
Okay, here's how ADA works in the real world. Imagine a third party sends you their contract to sign. Normally, your legal team would have to spend hours, maybe even days, manually comparing it line by line against your company's own standard terms. Well, ADA does that for you, automatically. It compares their language to your pre-approved clauses, it gives it a compliance score, it flags any potential issues, and it can even suggest new language to fix it. It is a massive time saver.
Of course, all these fancy features need to run on a platform that's actually powerful and reliable, right? So let's kind of pop the hood for a second and look at the core technology that makes the whole Odyssey platform tick. This is the stuff that makes the whole system truly enterprise-grade. It's built with what they call persona-driven dashboards, which is just a smart way of saying users only see what's actually relevant to their job. There's a flexible workflow engine that can adapt to your specific approval process, and it connects smoothly with tools you're already using, like Office 365 and DocuSign. But there are 2 areas that are definitely worth a closer look: security and reporting.
Now, on the security front, we're not just talking about a password here. The entire platform is built on a 10-layer security model, and every single action, every click, every approval is recorded in an audit trail that can never be changed. That means you have complete traceability and, frankly, some serious peace of mind.
And then you've got reporting. You know how some systems make you build every single report from scratch? Well, this comes with more than 60 or 70 pre-built standard reports right out of the box. So you can start getting valuable insights from day one. And there's even a report builder that lets any user, even a non-technical one, create their own custom reports. So, let's zoom back out. When you put it all together, that step-by-step lifecycle management and that powerful platform underneath it all, what's the final destination? What's the end game? Well, it's a complete transformation of your entire process.
And this right here is the main takeaway. OCMS takes that complicated, confusing maze that we started with and turns it into a clear, repeatable blueprint for success.
This isn't just about managing paperwork better. It's about freeing up your team to focus on strategic work, minimizing risk, and actually driving more value for the entire organization.
And that really just leaves us with one final question to think about. When you look at your own organization's processes right now, are you navigating a maze full of dead ends and confusing turns? Or are you working from a clear blueprint? Thanks so much for tuning in.